Hey everybody, welcome to part one of my May and June 2021 pickups video. I went on vacation in May, came back, didn't have a chance to do a video, so I decided to combine it with June. So, and that video itself, I'm splitting into two parts just to make it a little bit easier. So, hopefully, you enjoy this part, and hopefully you enjoy the next part. So, let's get started. This part is going to be all movies both from vacation and just the last 2 months. So, first, picked up Sleepy Hollow. The mall my girlfriend lives next to has an FYE, which is pretty cool to see an FYE. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. What sucks though is that it was very slim pickings. They only really had some movies, some CDs, some pops, some Funko Pops, and just overall it was kind of like, it was okay, but it could be better. But they had this for $10, and I said, why the hell not? I love Sleepy Hollow. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember enjoying it. I do know that I enjoy this movie a lot, so I figured, why the hell not? $10, steelbook, brand new. Why the hell not? Next, I picked this up off Amazon while I was out there. Ready Player One. I've heard good things about it. I've heard kind of mixed things about it, but I have not seen it yet. I want to watch it. Every time I seem to get this little library to watch, because my dad wants to see it too. Just, something comes up and we just never get around to watching it. So hopefully now that I actually own the damn thing, we'll actually watch it. Or have a chance to watch it, hopefully. So, but I'm looking forward to it though. Next, ordered this off of Walmart, I believe. Silent Hill, the collector's edition Blu-ray movie. Blu-ray. Bleh. Silent Hill. I have not seen this movie in a very long time. A lot of people consider this one of the all-time great video game movie adaptations. So I need to. Sorry about that. I need to rewatch it and see what I think. I remember enjoying it for the most part. So I don't know. Maybe a rewatch will change that. Who knows? Next, also off Amazon, I picked up Silent Hill Revelation. If I was going to have the first one, I was going to buy the second one too. This one I remember enjoying it a little bit more than the first one. I don't know why. I'm not a, I mean, okay. I am not a huge Silent Hill fan. I do like them. I need to kind of get back to playing them, but at least playing the ones that I have. But from what I remember, I thought it was entertaining. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the minority, I guess. But I thought Revelation was decent. Again, I'd seen it in a while. Seen with the first one, but from what I remember, it was all right. I liked it. So I don't know. Maybe a rewatch will change that. Who knows? Next, from Amazon as well, picked up Pandorum. This was $5. It was very cheap. I picked this up because it's supposed to be it's basically um, the next to Event Horizon. This is basically Dead Space, a Dead Space movie, basically. I haven't watched it yet, but I picked it up because it was cheap and it was basically Dead Space, a Dead Space movie. So watched it eventually. I'm trying not to make any promises here, but supposedly when EA has their EA Play thing later this month, supposedly they're going to be revealing something Dead Space. Whether that is a reimagining, a sequel, a trilogy, which I would prefer a trilogy first. A collection, I would prefer that first over a new game of any time with any type, whether that's reimagining or not, or a sequel. I want a trilogy first. But whatever they reveal. I'm thinking about doing a video discussing. Maybe. So, just throwing that out there. But yeah, Pandorum, it looks good. A friend of mine said it's really good, but again, just haven't had time to watch it yet. But hopefully soon, because it does look good. So hopefully soon. Next, also from Amazon, picked up Galaxy Quest. I had this before, but I think I got desperate, so I think I sold it or traded it in or something. I don't know why I did it, because I was stupid. But Galaxy Quest, great movie, great comedy. If it basically spoofs Star Trek, but it's hilarious. It really is. Tim Allen's good. Tim Allen is great in it. Great in it. Alan Rickman, rest in peace. He's awesome in it as well. Sigourney Weaver, really good. The whole cast is pretty damn good. So excellent movie. If you've not checked it out yet, I recommend it. It's pretty good. Next, also from Amazon, in the last Amazon purchase while I was out on vacation, picked up Devil May Cry, the anime series. I love this anime. Now I'm not a big anime fan to begin with. There's only this and the two Dead Space films are the only anime that I own. A couple of friends of mine have given me a couple suggestions of what to check out, so I may do that eventually when I have time. But this anime is awesome. I love the series, and this is it's just awesome, for lack of a better word. The opening theme kicks ass. I love the opening theme in this, and it's a really good anime for sure. So if you are looking for something a little bit different, if you're an anime person, looking for something a little somewhat different to check out the Devil May Cry series. It's awesome. Next, I picked up Justice Society World War II. I picked this up at Target while I was out there on vacation. It's a decent, somewhat recent DC animated movie. I liked it. I think my dad liked it too. So it was good. So if you're on the fence on this one, check it out. Next, I picked this up at Walmart when I got back from vacation, and I figured, you know what, the last movie I saw in this franchise was the fourth one, I believe. So I figured, you know what, 14 or $15, 8 movies, can't really go wrong. And I figured, plus the new one was coming out. So I said, you know what, screw it, I'll pick this up and kind of revisit the franchise. And that is Saw. This is all 8 films, obviously minus the new one, Spiral. But yeah, the Saw movies, I stopped at 4. I know that. The first one was good, was all right. The second one is my favorite so far. Like I said, I haven't seen past 4. 2 was my favorite. 3 was all right. 4 was when I watched it. I'm like, why does this exist? They killed off Jigsaw in 3. This makes no sense. Why? So that's why I stopped watching. So I've tried to go back several times to to watch the whole series. I just never got around to it. So hopefully with me now having this, I can actually do that. So, and finally not the last movie, just the last movie of this set. This was the other thing I got at FYE. While I was on vacation, and I was kind of debating getting it or not. I was like, because with my luck, I'd get it, and then it would go on sale. I'm like, well, fuck, I should have waited. But I decided, you know what, screw it. I got the money. Screw it. So I picked up Chucky, the complete movie collection. I love Chucky, which is kind of funny me saying that now because as a kid I hated Chucky. But hey, so out of the whole series plus the remake, I have all movies, and out of all of them, I really enjoyed the remake. I like that a lot. One's good, one's a classic, really. Two is my favorite of the franchise. Three is good too. I know a lot of people don't like three, but I think it's pretty good. Bride is decent. Seed sucks. Seed just flat out sucks. Curse was good. It was interesting, but it was also good. It kind of brought back the tension and horror because Seed was pretty much a comedy at that point. And Cult, it had its moments, but two is my favorite out of the whole franchise. But yeah, complete Chucky collection. Glad to finally have that. Next, now this next stack of movies are all 4K movies. Now let me explain. So far, I've been of the opinion that it's 4K. Who cares? It's slightly better. Ooh. Now, my before I went on vacation, like 2 weeks before I went on vacation, basically, pretty much about 2 weeks. The TV that I had in the living room for me, because there was two TVs in the living room. There's my dad. There's the main TV with my dad that we watch, our stuff on. And there's TV that I have that I play my games on it mostly. Well, my grandpa had given us a TV the last time we went down there, which was God, 2, 3 years ago, give or take. Well, it decided to basically take a shit. So I was like, well, fuck. I need a new TV, but I also need to save money because we're on vacation soon. Fuck. What the fuck do I do? So I was talking to some friends and like, yeah, my TV finally took a shit. And it's like, well, I can't play anything and I want to, but I can't. And my friend Dale talked to me and said, hey, when you find out, find a TV that you like, let me know. I'm like, okay. So I did some searching and I found one. Um, it's a Vizio something, like 42 inch 4K TV. It's just something simple. And like I think I found one, and he helped me get it. He sent me about half the money to put towards it, which I appreciated for sure. And so I decided, you know what? I have this new TV. I have my Xbox One S. Let's get some. I decided I'm gonna get some 4K movies and see if I can actually see what the whole you know hullabaloo, I guess you would say, is over 4K. Now at that time I had only two 4K movies. I'm now down to one. Obviously, not the ones. I have more than one 4K movie now. But before I got all this, I was down to two 4K movies. Now one, minus the stack. I had It Chapter 2, and I had Black Panther. But I sold my copy of Black Panther to a friend of mine because I'm kind of OCD when it comes to certain things. So I sold the 4K version of Black Panther and just got a regular Blu-ray copy because again, I'm just OCD about shit. Just how it is. So I figure with this stack of movies plus It Chapter 2, which I need to rewatch eventually. I have not seen that movie since theaters. So eventually, maybe around Halloween, I'll finally watch it again. But I've decided to build a little 4K collection and see if I can really, watch these and say, okay, yeah, I get it now. 4K is the next step. Or maybe I'll be like, you know what? I still think it's slightly better. Who cares? I don't care. Who knows? But I figured just build a little collection. So that's what I'm doing. So with that little ramble out of the way, sorry, like I said, I tend to do that. Let's go show off these 4K movies. First, picked up Overlord. I picked this up at Best Buy while I was on vacation. I've heard good things about it. It's basically a World War II zombie movie, basically, and so or not. Well, yeah, I think yeah, zombies, super soldiers, like that. So looking forward to watching it. Like I said, I've heard good things about it. Next, I picked this up from Walmart. Uh, I was out on vacation, and that is The Shining. I had a regular Blu-ray copy, and I think I gave it to a friend of mine. So I said, you know what, screw it, I'll upgrade. The Shining is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, and I decided to upgrade, I guess you'd say. But yeah, really good movie. I have not seen it on 4K yet, but it's a good movie. Next, the sequel, somewhat sequel to The Shining, Doctor Sleep. I have not watched it yet either. I've heard good things about it as well, but just haven't had time to watch. So hopefully soon I'll actually put this in and watch it. So next, I got this off Amazon while I was on vacation, and it's another movie I've heard decent things about, but I just haven't had time to actually sit down and watch it. And I know it's based off a graphic novel, but Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. It was cheap. It I remember it looking interesting, so I figured, fuck it. I picked it up. Next, this is another movie that I've heard very great things about, and both my dad and I have wanted to watch it. So hopefully, you know, soon we'll actually sit down and watch it. That is Ex Machina. So all I know about it is that it has Poe Dameron from Star Wars and the new Lara Croft, and is it Bill? I think it's Bill Bill Weasley. No, what's his name? General Hux from Star Wars. So that's all I know about it. And they make an AI, or is it AI? I think it's an AI. I think I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know. But I'm just going off what I remember from previews and whatnot. But hopefully, one day we'll watch that. Heard good things about it, though. Like I said. Next, this next movie is really good. Picked up Collateral on 4K. I remember seeing this in the theater with my dad actually. So I remember enjoying this a lot. It's pretty good. Tom Cruise, he plays a really convincing bad guy. So yeah, it was pretty good. These next two are Get Backs. I had it was like the 2-pack of these two movies on Blu-ray. Got rid of them because again I was desperate. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get them back, and they were both cheap. And that is Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. Now I don't know why. I don't know why I do this, but I get these like switched. I don't know why. I think that the events of Ghostbusters are Ghostbusters 2, and Ghostbusters 2 is, I don't know why. I don't know why I think that. Like, 'cause I've seen them in a very, 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 very long time. So I don't know. Yeah, Ghostbusters 2, they were cheap, and I wanted them back for the collection. So now the next three movies are another not really like they're a get back, but they're also like an upgrade. I had this trilogy on Blu-ray. Again, I sold it to a friend of mine because I was upgrading. I figured, you know what? I love this trilogy so much. I wouldn't mind owning these around 4K because I love this trilogy. And that is, of course, Batman Begins, my favorite of the Nolan trilogy. The Dark Knight, which is amazing. But I'm not saying I'm not saying Batman Begins is the best movie of this trilogy, because it's obviously The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is the best of this trilogy, but Batman Begins is my favorite. And then we have Dark Knight Rises, which is still decent on its own right. There are some issues with it, mainly the plot holes, but and I guess some people have issues with other things. But overall, it's still a decent movie. Still a decent movie and a pretty alright ending chapter. So next, picked up Bloodshot on 4K. Haven't seen it yet. All I know is that it's based on a character from the Valiant comic series, Valiant Comics, which I believe is owned by DC, I believe. Could be wrong, but I don't know. I'm not sure. But it looked interesting, and it was cheap, so picked it up. Next, I have not seen this at all, and my friend Dale got it. And I'm like, you know what? I've never seen it. I've never seen this one. Actually, I've never seen any of them. So, and it was somewhat cheap. It was $20, like $22. So like, fuck it. I'm just gonna get it. Final Fantasy Advent Children complete. Now, like I said, never seen it. I know it's continuing on the story of Final Fantasy VII. I don't know how much by how far. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII in a very long time, so I don't remember shit. But but it was like I said, it was somewhat cheap, and my friend Dale picked it up. I'm like, you know what? I've never seen this. I've never seen any of these. Fuck it, I'm gonna pick it up. So maybe one day soon I'll watch it. I know I say that with like every movie that I talk about, but it's like, well, it's always one time of the day. So these next four are also upgrades. I sold my original copies just because I was going to upgrade. I didn't need them, and I knew nobody who nobody who wanted them. So I was like, I'll just take these to the exchange. So they are the Hunger Games. Hunger Games Catching Fire. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. Like I said, just an upgrade. And the last 4K movie I got here, I believe this was done by the same guy who did Ex Machina. Yeah, it says on the cover. But again, this is another movie my dad and I wanted to check out because it looked and sounded interesting. So I picked it up and it was cheap. So picked up Annihilation. I think we started watching this at one point on Netflix or something, and just kind of forgot about it. But yeah, Annihilation. And that is it. That is all the movies that I got over the last 2 months. Before we end this video, I got one last thing to show you. Guys. While I was on vacation, my girlfriend was trying to figure out what we could do. And they have this thing out there called Medieval Times. It's basically what it sounds like. It's a medieval show, basically. There's a castle. You go inside. You get like you get a crown, obviously paper crown. You eat a crown. You go in, sit down. You have like a meal, which is usually like finger food. We had like tomato soup and like a piece of garlic bread for like the appetizer, basically. And we had like a piece of chicken, potato, almost like a fried potato kind of, and then or potato wedge kind of thing. And then we had like a piece of like cake for dessert. It was very cool, and it was basically sword fighting, things like that. It was good. It was very interesting, very different from the usual stuff. So once the show was over, we walked around, figured out what to buy for a souvenir. And I walked up to the sword area and just looking around, and I found this. And I said, you know what? I like the look of that. So I bought it. and that is a eagle head, like short, I guess I don't know if this call it just a dagger or just plain knife. Obviously it's a knife, but I don't know the correct terms, if it's just a simple dagger or something else, I don't know. But I bought it because it looked cool. Brass, just looks really cool, really nice. And I like the eagle head because, as you all know, I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed, and Altair is my favorite character. This looks like something he would have. This looks like something he would use. So I thought that was pretty cool. So it was pretty cheap. It was like $30, 30, $35 around there. So I figured, why the hell not? So I like the look of it. And it can be sharpened too, which is cool. So if I ever figure out if I can find somebody, hey, can you sharpen this for me? So, but yeah. That is it. That is the end of part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please look forward to part 2, which I'll be filming momentarily.